Hi guys, welcome to Adam McKola TV. Adam, this is the Premier League review and Q&A. Game 5 again. Yes, I've had to try it again because we've been having a few technical difficulties, I know. Now, I'm hoping these have gone and I've sorted it out, if not another day. But let me know if you are watching. Get your comments in right now. Have you seen the Premier League football today? Yesterday, Friday night football. Liverpool beat Chelsea 2-1 at Stamford Bridge, which was a fantastic victory for them. And then today, we had Hull 1, Arsenal 4, Leicester 3, Burnley 0, West Brom 4, West Ham 2, Man City 4, Bournemouth 0, and of course, as well, the late kickoff, Everton 3, Borough 1. That was after a very, very strange King Ross is in the comments. Ross, can you hear me? Can you see me? Don Vito, can you hear me? Can you see me? Let me know in the comments because at the moment I'm struggling, which is quite obvious, I think, if you guys are watching at home. I do apologize for this. I'm just having no luck with this, whatever's going on right now, because it is a shambles. I'm alive. This is the last time I'm trying now. I'm really getting vexed with my computer. I do not know what is going on. I don't know what's happening. I'm in the middle of a meltdown. Someone talk to me. Can you hear me now? Let me know what you think, what you're hearing. Sven Verse says yes. Dara Smith says yo. Brad O'Cock says it's working. I think I finally got something going on here. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I hope so. If so, welcome to Adam McKola TV. I'm Adam. This is Adam McKola TV. Obviously, now I know most of you are here. I know most of you are here. I'm seeing a lot more comments. It says 3 are watching, but there's about 6 of you leaving me comments. So I'm feeling the love. Obviously, bit of a shambles at the moment. It's my first live stream that I'm conducting for myself. You can tell that when I do this stuff with Full-Time Devils, I am not responsible for what goes down on the other side of the camera. I don't have a clue what to do. So I have to figure things out for myself. try and make things happen for myself, and that's what I'm doing at this moment. Bilal Gaming's in there. How you doing, mate? Tom O'Donnell, how you doing? Mickey T says it's a must win for us tomorrow, and I agree with that as well. It is definitely a must win. Very Derpy says City looked unstoppable today, and we will be coming on to that a little bit later. I've got a lot planned for you guys today, so bear with me. We'll try and battle through all of the problems that we're having, all of the technical issues, and you'll see, yeah, I've done more work than I ever done in my school life. I've done 2 pages of A4 of what we're going to talk about today. David Bold is a QPR fan. Welcome to the show, mate. QPR lost. Did they lose to Huddersfield today? 2-1 in the end. I'm not sure if that was the final result, but unlucky if it did end that way. Thank you for joining us as well. I want this to be a chance for other people to get involved as well. My channel is very Manchester United based, so I want to get out of my box a little bit. I want to talk about other things football. I want to vlog. I might do some gaming videos, but I'm definitely going to do some gaming videos. I'm going to get the new PlayStation 4 when it comes out, get some FIFA, get that on the go. And this is just the start of it all. Rohan says United for a win tomorrow. We need it. Yes, we do need it indeed. Guys, what we're going to do, we're going to talk about all of the results today. I had loads prepared before in my Wirecast, and I had to delete it all. Wow, because I reset all the stream, I had to delete it all. So let me go and get those results again for you today. From today, I've got the, oh bloody hell, what have I done here? You're gonna have to bear with me. It's a bit of a shambles, as I said, but we'll get through together. We'll get through this together. More people are coming in now. We've got 27 people in, so thank you for coming in. If you can save your Manchester United related questions for a little bit later, we're going to talk about the general Premier League and how that is going at the moment. Here are the scores. Obviously, we had Chelsea lost against Liverpool yesterday. Hull lost against Arsenal today. Leicester beat Burnley 3-0. Fantastic victory for them. Islam Slimani getting 2 on his debut. Man City with an emphatic 4-0 victory over Bournemouth. That was with Lito getting sent off towards the end as well. But another impressive win for them. Kevin De Bruyne running the show. West Brom 4, West Ham 2. West Brom fans will be happy with the entertainment there. And Ronald Koeman continues his impressive start. Everton with a 3-1 win over Borough. Aita Karanka's side going down 3-1. And obviously a difficult result for them. A difficult day for them. But Everton looking like some dark horses for that top 4 and maybe even a little bit more. But what Everton, Ronald Koeman, I think Everton have had a lot of false dawns, and we'll come on to them a little bit more later. But Ronald Koeman's there now, and he could probably sort things out for them. So you guys at home, those are the results from today. And now we will discuss those results as well today. Josh Robson says, do you see Liverpool as title contenders? And Jay Sean Elaine TV, subscribe to his channel as well. He's recently started that, so give him a subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to mine too. He says, do you think Liverpool have a shot of winning the league this season? Well, first of all, Liverpool in big games under Jurgen Klopp have been fantastic. They've been playing some great football and they've been winning games, scoring a lot of goals. Yesterday, I thought they were helped a little bit by Chelsea's defensive naivety. Gary Neville spoke about David Luiz and how he was so surprised to see him sign for Chelsea, especially after him not doing well at there before. He didn't really partner Terry well. He didn't partner Cahill well. Defensively, he's a bit shambolic. Yes, he's a character, but it was a strange one for Conte to make. Maybe Conte thinks he can develop him defensively, but it was a strange move. And I think Chelsea's defence lacked that solidity that they've had. I'm not blaming David Luiz directly for their goal, but I think when he's come there, oh shit, I forgot to put sugar in my tea. Not good. When he plays in there, I think they're a little bit more loose at the back. So yeah, very surprised to see him go there. But Liverpool in big games are fantastic. Jordan Henderson, by the way, where the hell did he pull that goal out from? It's an incredible strike, one that I'm sure Steven Gerrard would have been happy with. But Liverpool looking good. Can they win the league? A lot of people will say. Now, I don't think they will win the league. I've got a sneaky feeling they'll finish in the top 4. And Arsenal will be the ones to make way for them. And with Chelsea also coming back into it. But I don't think they'll win the league simply because we've seen their defeat against Burnley, and I think they're capable of that, turning up to places where they're supposed to win and not winning. If they can change that, then sure, they can challenge for the league title. But at the moment, I think they're a little bit of a way behind United, City, and of course Chelsea as well. So I don't think Liverpool will win the league, but I think they could go very close, and I think they could finish in the top 4 this season. As for Chelsea, their first defeat of the season in the league, disappointing result for Antonio Conte's men. But they both these teams now have played 5, have 10 points as well. So 3 wins, a draw, and a defeat for both teams at the start of the season, which is a reasonable start for them, I'm sure. Chelsea starting off a lot better. Last season they had a dreadful time, so I'm sure they just want to finish in the European spots again. But with the team that they have, that team not long ago won the league. So with the team that they have, they can do it. I like Antonio Conte, and I think we was doing some stuff around the Manchester derby with some Manchester City fans, and we were talking about Manchester United, Manchester City, Manchester United, Manchester City, and I had to keep saying, like, don't discount Chelsea, because under Conte they can do a job. But having said that, I just discounted Liverpool, and Liverpool beat them at Stamford Bridge. So am I being unfair to Liverpool? I want some of your comments on the Liverpool versus Chelsea game. I'm going to hit up them comments now. There's 56 people in here. I know that doesn't sound great. I know you guys are probably used to watching live streams with thousands and hundreds of thousands in there. But thank you to everyone that has joined. It means a lot. This is my first live stream, so I want to make things new. I want to make things different. I want to see what we can do. Dean Taylor says, my dad's a Liverpool fan and just came out with Sadio Mane is better than Zlatan. Should I twat him over the head with a frying pan? Dean, that may make it difficult for you to stay in the house tonight, but I do think he needs a slap, because no way is Sadio Mane better than Zlatan. I do think Sadio Mane is a very good signing though. So I think Liverpool have a lot of top attacking players. Whether they're the elite world-class players, probably not, but they have some very good attackers. Hi Rahul, thank you for joining us. Danush says Chelsea will challenge for the league, and I tend to agree with that. Godlord Gaming's off topic, but he says Zaha or Depay, Memphis. For me, David Luiz isn't good enough at defending, says David OHD. Do you think the signing of David Luiz and not another centre-back could ultimately cost Chelsea a Premier League challenge and a Premier League fight? What do you think about that? Tom O'Donnell asks about the Fantasy League. Now, I will chop and change that, and I will get the table on the screen a little bit later. That'll be the last thing we do, so keep it locked for the live stream. Next, we're going to talk about Manchester City, but I want to read some of your comments on the game. Mason England says, my top scorer prediction. And actually, this is a good point, because Diego Costa scored, and he became the top scorer in the Premier League this weekend. So, will he challenge Zlatan and Aguero for it? I think so. I think it's between Zlatan, Aguero, and Diego Costa. I think Aguero may just pip it, but I want to say Zlatan. I think if whoever finishes top scorer, their team will probably win the league. Richard Adelugba, sorry if I said your name wrong, Richard. Concerned with Pep and City's performances. We'll come on to Manchester City and the Bournemouth game very, very soon. Why do shit teams play like Bayern Munich against us, i.e. Hull got swept aside by Arsenal? I think the 10 men didn't help them at all. They did come back into the game at 2-0 down as well, but obviously not good enough. King Ross said Jane. I think he meant Kane. Mickey T says Lukaku and Kane. King Ross says Kane. Good shouts as well. Kane and Lukaku. Kane obviously continuing his run of never scoring in August during his season campaign, so that was a strange one for him, but he also got back under it as soon as September came around, so that was good. But yeah, Chelsea 1, Liverpool 2. Surprising result for Liverpool in that one yesterday, but they got it, and they got it emphatically well as well. But still not impressed with the defending. Apex says, what do you think about West Ham? We'll talk about West Ham later, as we'll cover the West Ham defeat at West Brom. Next up, Manchester City 4, Bournemouth 0, without Aguero and Vincent Kompany. Nolito was sent off towards the end of the game for some petulant aggressiveness. Can you call it that? Preet says, are you going to be at the Watford game tomorrow? I am. You see what's going to happen? I'm going to keep talking about random topics, and then I'm going to see a question that's off topic, and I'm going to answer it. You're going to have to put up with this shit for now, but we'll keep coming back on topic anyway. This is how live streams are, and this is the beauty of them. You guys, you get your input in. You guys can talk. You guys can get your questions in, your thoughts in, your comments, etc. So it's interactive, and I love that shit. Davido says Nolito was dumb. Nice. Beast Boss, hi mate, how you doing? Best Premier League 11 right now, says Falcon. Right, before we go on to Manchester City and Bournemouth, I'll do that. Now, I'm going to pick players, not based on the first couple of performances, because then you wouldn't pick Pogba, would you? But I will pick those kind of players. So, David De Gea in goal. Undoubtedly, I'll put David De Gea in between my sticks. Centre halves. There's not really... Do you remember when there was world-class defenders all over the place? Rio, Sol Campbell, John Terry, etc., etc. There isn't that depth of world-classness in defence at the moment, is there? So it's very difficult to pick defenders. Left back's Luke Shaw. So I know all non-United fans are already going to be saying, you're being so biased, David De Gea and Luke Shaw. But I have to pick them. I'd play probably a 4-3-3. I'd play... Alderweireld's a big shout. Alderweireld goes in there. Koscielny doesn't. I don't like Koscielny, so he doesn't go in there. So Haidaru, Mickey T, all saying Koscielny. He doesn't get in there for me. Alderweireld does. Company's a shout, but he's very rarely fit. But when he is fit, he's probably the best centre half in the league. So let's go with Company and Alderweireld, the Belgian double at the back. Luke Shaw at left back, David De Gea in goal. Right backs. Give me some right backs, guys. I'm not going to say Bailly yet. I'm not going to do that. It's not fair. He's just got here. I'll look like a right dick in about a month when he turns into William Prunier, won't I? Bellerin. I like Bellerin. So we'll put Bellerin there. But Tony Valencia has started off fantastically well. But Bellerin is a natural right back. So, back four, Bellerin. Luke Shaw, my fullbacks. Alderweireld, Company, heart of the defence. David De Gea in goal. So that's my back five at the moment. What do you think about that? Is that alright? Then I got in midfield. So many players. Pogba, Ozil, De Bruyne, Silva. So many fucking players. There's so many players. Rahul, the stream's going to go on for about another half an hour. It was going to go until 9, but it's going to go to about 9:15 now because I fucked up at the start. So, Pogba, De Bruyne, Ozil ahead of them. Zlatan, Aguero, and Paul Scholes, says Don Vito. Zlatan, Aguero. I got one more place. I'm going to play a 4-4-2. 4-4-2 with De Bruyne, Ozil, Hazard, Pogba. It's so tactically wrong, but that's it. De Bruyne, Ozil, Hazard, Pogba. Midfield 4. Say it again. Up front, Zlatan and Aguero. You having that? Sanchez or Hazard? Hazard for me. Sanchez is more in form over the last 12, 24 months, but Hazard for me all day long. I don't even think it's a question, to be honest. I think Hazard could potentially win the Ballon d'Or, and I don't think Sanchez has that in him at all. But anyway, moving on from that, I've answered your question now, Falcon. I hope you're happy. And we have got 74 people in here now. We're absolutely balling at the moment. So thank you to everyone for getting in here. Can I just say why don't Championships players get a mention, says Tom? Mainly because I got asked for my Premier League 11, so obviously Premier League players will be in there. But I do watch Championship football. I watched Cardiff against Leeds today. Dirty Leeds won 2-0, which wasn't good. Anyway, moving on from that and to another dirty team that won today. Manchester City 4, Bournemouth 0, without Aguero, without Company. Great win for them. Kevin De Bruyne with the first goal, kicking a free kick under the wall as they jumped. Iheanacho, Sterling and Gundogan getting the rest. Played 15 points for them under Pep Guardiola. The only team with a 100% win record in the Premier League at the moment. Fantastic victory it was for Manchester City. A lot of people on the timeline today are getting very, very scared about Manchester City. And I think they are the team to beat at the moment. I think eventually Manchester United will catch up in terms of form. And I think we'll be both battling it out at the top of the league. But hopefully their fast start doesn't mean we drop way behind them. We need to win tomorrow. On Sunday, we need to win that game. So if we win that game, then I'm not too worried about it. Manchester City started off last season very well. But having said that, a lot of people have said before this season, Pep Guardiola is going to get found out. His style of football may not be suitable to the Premier League. And they may find it difficult to get started. And that hasn't happened. So hats off to them. Hats off to Pep Guardiola. He's getting them playing some great, great football. What I will say is Pep is bold. And Manchester is red. But ultimately, well done to Manchester City. Tremendous start to the season. And yeah, man. That's enough on that. Moving. Not going to talk about them. Rahul says, what did you make of Pep's comments after the City match? What did he say, mate? You'd have to fill me in on that one. And then I'll be able to answer. Also today, Hull 1, Arsenal 4. Snodgrass got Hull's goal from the penalty spot to make it 2-1. But that was after Liverpool had been sent off at 1-0. Sanchez scored the opening goal. He missed the penalty. And then he scored the third goal for Arsenal as well, with Walcott and Xhaka all also scoring. Xhaka didn't start the game, which was surprising for me. Anyway, it was very strange that Xhaka didn't start. Is he injured? Does Wenger not fancy him? Not sure, but he didn't start. Arsenal, 5 points. 5 games played, 10 points. So they're on the same amount of points as Chelsea and Liverpool. Manchester United can eclipse those 3 sides with a victory tomorrow, which would take us to 12 points and second or third in the league because of Everton's win today. Yeah, Arsenal 4-1 victory for them. Someone said earlier, why do teams turn to shit when they play other clubs and not us? I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Rahimski says, do you think United will ever be better than City by levels ever again? Yes, I do. I think things are obviously swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Someone said, is Pep a fraud? Pep is not a fraud. Rahul Rawat says, Pep said the Bournemouth were the best attacking side they've faced and that other teams only played long ball. I'd tend to agree with that. We haven't got a rhythm of play at the moment. I saw signs of it coming against Southampton. It didn't develop over that period of time and it hasn't since then. So we have to get better. We will get better. A lot of players are still playing. They didn't have a pre-season and all that. It's not an excuse. Our performances need to be better. The results need to be better than they have been, particularly this week. But any team can lose against Manchester City. United have lost derbies before and gone on to win the league. So that's not a problem for me. It's how we bounce back. We didn't bounce back against Feyenoord. It's crucial we bounce back against Watford. So yeah, it's open campaign this year. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. Where does Manchester go from the loss? Don't worry, we'll bounce back. Also today, Leicester beat Burnley 3-0. Islam Slimani with the 2 goals, another own goal as well from Ben Mee for Leicester City. Burnley played 5-4 points. Leicester played 5-7 points. So a slow start to the campaign for Leicester City. Already 8 points off the top spot. Now, I don't think anyone really expects them to win the league again this season. But after Champions League football coming to it, it could make it a little bit difficult. They obviously didn't have a Champions League hangover from their victory in Brugge middle of the week. So well done to them. 3-0 victory today. And Islam Slimani, a new signing, showing signs that he's bedding in and he's looking forward to the rest of the season for Leicester. So well done, Claudio Ranieri's men getting back to winning ways. Harryam says he's from Leicester but he supports United. That's cool. Is Depay ever going to show his potential with Jose in charge? That is a worry. Now, one of my criticisms of Jose in the past was that players, especially flair players, didn't get a chance to flourish. You see Eden Hazard in Jose's last season there went into his shell. He held back Arjen Robben at times as well. So there is that fear, is particularly from me. But then also look at the way he was with Damien Duff. Remember him? and Cristiano Ronaldo flourished under him. So I think if you have the talent, I think you can, but you've got to fit into the way he plays. He's a very strict manager. If you don't play tactically how he wants it, then he'll get rid of you. And I think that's what the players need to learn. And I hope he does stay for years to come. Mason's question was, will he stay for years to come? I really do hope so. West Brom 4, West Ham 2. What a game. West Ham getting absolutely smashed by West Bromwich Albion. Didn't see that one coming, and I'm sure their fans didn't see that one coming as well. Often moaning about the results that they get there. I'm not happy with the style of football from Tony Pulis. West Ham getting absolutely torn apart today. It was a surprise to see that one, but that happened. Disappointing for them. Now, what I do want to talk about a little bit more in depth is Everton 3, Borough 1. Aita Karanka's side lost 3-1. Barry scored a goal in his 600th game. Negredo's goal, the opener for Borough, definite foul. I'm not sure how that one went unnoticed. But can Everton challenge? Did the sound go for a second then? I think I know what the problem was, so it should be back now. Is it back yet? It's back. It's back. Alright, I knew what happened then, so that's a good start. Oh, God, guys. Sorry, man. This is going to get better, I promise. One day, in about a few weeks, I'm going to be flying at this. It's going to be a piece of piss. And no one is going to be able to say shit during the stream. No one's going to be able to criticize. So, yeah. It's going to come back, don't worry. I know exactly what the problems are as well. Well, some of the problems. I know what they are. Don't worry about that. So, I'm scared to switch screens now, for fuck's sake. This ain't good. Right. Let me add the other picture there. When I look away, it means I'm doing stuff. I apologise. Nathan Nelson says, do you think we can win the league? Yes, I do. Yes, we can. To quote Barack Obama. Alfie says, Everton are more likely to win the league than Arsenal. It's an interesting comment. Well, is it true? Is it true? Get your comments in below. Let me know what you think about that one. Let me get the Fantasy League stuff up. So guys, what we're going to be doing next is we're going to be, after we discuss Everton's league chances, Champions League chances, we're going to discuss Manchester United's trip to Watford tomorrow. So let me find the graphic for that. And once I found the graphic for that, we can get underway. So let me read some of your comments. Everton look amazing at the moment, says Ryan Davis. Who do you think will finish higher, Everton or Liverpool? I think Liverpool will finish higher, to be totally honest, but it will go very, very close. Sven Ver says, I don't think Everton will be the new Leicester. Yusuf Sayed says, United are going to win the league. Coleman is a quality manager. Surprised he's not at a big club already, says Alfie. Now, Everton fans might argue with that and say they are already a big club. Do you think we're going to get Griezmann next season, says Mr. Silas? I hope so. Guys, while I've got this chance to talk to you, if you haven't yet, and you're on the show and you're on the... Yeah, subscribe please. Do me a favour. Do me a massive favour. We're trying to chase down this. Now, when I go back to the screen, can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Can you see the league table? And can you still hear me? So can you see that league table, yeah? Good stuff. So everyone can hear me and everyone can see that. Pow! I know how to sort this shit now. Yes, we're getting somewhere. So the table looks as follows. Manchester City at the top. Everton second. 2 points behind them. United will obviously move third if we win tomorrow. Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool on 10 points. United sit on 9. Tottenham on 8. They can also move into the top 4 with a victory tomorrow. West Brom have moved up to 8th with that victory today. And Leicester are on 9th on 7 points. Hull drop down to joint 9th in the table. So worrying times for them. Stoke City, Sunderland, Southampton occupy those bottom spots. But they have got opportunity to get out of those places with the rest of the weekend's action. So interesting times in the league, and I think it's now safe to start looking at the league tables. I usually hate looking at them, but we need to, eh? So what do you guys think about that? Red Jack, I'm not pausing for bong hits, man, I promise. So boom, pow, I'm back. So guys, I did have some polls set up on the last stream that we had to cancel. So next week I'll make sure we get them polls back up. I think one was a top scorer one was who's going to finish higher, United or City, and a few other things as well. But let's move on to tomorrow's game, Manchester United versus Watford. It's an interesting game. CJ, don't start with this, please, man. Please. Is there no sound, really? Is there no sound, really? So, the squad has been sent out. Can I tell you who's travelled? I'm not going to read out everyone because I can't be arsed. But Bailly, Shaw, Valencia and Rooney travelled with the squad. No Mkhitaryan, no Lingard, no Phil Jones included in that. And it's a game where Manchester United have to bounce back. We have to bounce back against Watford this weekend. It's a big game now. I noticed Tom, I think it was Tom who commented a minute ago saying that if United score early tomorrow, we can score a few. And I had that feeling in the first half against Feyenoord. That's why at half time I thought we were playing well. I felt if we just got that goal, they'd crumble and we get a few more. Martial's shot flash wide mattered towards the end of the first half. Had the chances to put them away, but we didn't. If we do, we go on and win that game 3 or 4-0. But as we don't, and we don't score, other teams grow in confidence. They look better. So we need to change that. We need to take our chances, particularly in the first half. Watford against West Ham last time out, they scored 4 goals. I think it was Igalo and Dini. Look like they are on fire. But we need to stop them. We need to make sure who's going to play in defence, who's going to play up front, who's going to play in the midfield. Are we going to play 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3? Get your comments in below. Also tomorrow, Palace against Stoke, Southampton against Swansea, and Tottenham against Sunderland as well. That should be very, very interesting. I'm going to read some of your comments. Red Jack says we have to bounce back, and we do. Man United games are a case of who scores first wins, says Hayder. Phil Jones has to go. He's too injury prone, says Alfie. Martial got to score again. I'd love him to score tomorrow. Thoughts on Troy Deeney? I think Troy Deeney is a handful now. This is why I'm not sure who's going to start in our defence. Now, what I will do is let me just find this for you. Let me open this. Right. Now, this is the team I would play tomorrow against Watford. David De Gea in goal. Valencia, Smalling, Bailly, Shaw, Pogba, Herrera, Rashford, Rooney, Marshall and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That's the team I would play against Watford. What would you play? How would you play? Would you play a 4-3-3? Would you play a 4-2-3-1? Now, the reason I think this is the team that will play, I personally would rather see a 4-3-3, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think this will happen. I think we'll see Luke Shaw, Valencia, Rooney come straight back in. They didn't travel away with us, so I think they'll come back in. Bailly, I think he'll start alongside Smalling. I think we'll go to 2 natural centre halves. I'd like to see Herrera alongside Pogba. And with Wayne Rooney definitely to start, it means we'll play 4-2-3-1. I don't think there's any other way we can play when Wayne Rooney starts. So that's the team I think we'll see tomorrow. What is your team? What is your predicted 11? Let me know in the comments below. Daniel says Schneiderlin should start, and I actually agree with you. My preferred team would be Schneiderlin, Herrera, Pogba in the midfield. Then I'd have Zlatan up top, and whoever you want to put out wide. Marshall, Memphis, Rashford, Mata, Mickey T. Whoever you want to put out wide, put them out wide. But that's the nucleus of the team that I would have. That midfield three with Zlatan. So that's how I would go. Tom O'Donnell says, would you like to see Memphis get a start? And I really would like to see Memphis get a start. The problem with Memphis is whenever he's fighting for confidence, we know that he's fighting for confidence at the moment. He's not had a great time at Manchester United. It was a big move for him. He left somewhere where he was comfortable. He was smashing it week in, week out. And he came to the biggest club in the world, in the biggest league in the world, at a time when we weren't performing. And every time he used to come in, he'd have the weight of the world on his shoulders. He'd need to do something. United would be losing or drawing. And he'd rush things and try and make things happen. He's never been able to come in when we're 3 or 4-0 up and the team's playing full of confidence. He's never been able to be in that position. So I find it really disappointing for him that, like against Feyenoord, he comes in 0-0. He has to make things happen. You see him snatching at chances. He hit a volley out of the stadium at one point. But he tries those things. He tries to make things happen. His movement was good. He looked lively. He looked like he wanted the ball. He never shied away from it. And I love those things about him. But I want him to succeed so bad at Manchester United. I love him as a talent. I love him as a player. I think he's got it. But it just hasn't happened for him at the moment. Now, I haven't given up on him. But it is frustrating to watch. Whether it's him or the club or whatever, I don't know. Stells Gray says, don't let him near the bloody team. Oh, that's not about Louis Van Gaal. Sorry, man. I thought he was on about Memphis. A. Khan says, why isn't Pogba playing to his potential? £89 million, big price tag for any player. He's a young player. He's coming in to a new league. Is a new league for him, really. He only had a few appearances for United. He's been used to the Serie A for 4 years. He's been used to a team that was built around him to win. And he was playing against weaker opposition. But I think he's got talent. I think he's the man for United. I think we should build our team around him as well. I think we've got to give him time. He didn't have a pre-season this year either. A lot of players haven't had a pre-season. A lot of players are playing for fitness. We always knew he could get through his first game on adrenaline alone. And even after that game, when everyone was saying, Pogba was amazing, this, that, I was thinking, he wasn't that great today. Obviously, some of the things he does makes you think, whoa, he looks good. Like against Feyenoord, he was turning players, getting past them at times. But it was in that final third. Like against Manchester City, he was doing those things well. But he was in that final third. I think play someone like Schneiderlin and Herrera next to him. Someone that can do his dirty work. And let him play ball. Let him do it. Yes, he can get stuck in. Yes, he can go box to box. But let him have a bit of freedom. Because I think we need to do that. I'd like to see Fosu with Pogba and Herrera. That would be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice. Do you want Sunderland and Moyes to get relegated? I hate wishing relegation on people, but if Sunderland got relegated, I wouldn't be arsed. I think Zlatan will stay for another year run. Andrew, I love you too, mate. KJ Goodam says Pogba needs to stop messing with his hair and start performing. Now, Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, whoever online have been waiting for a game when Pogba's looked poor to say, blah, 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 look how shit he looks. Mate, fuck them. Leave him alone. Give him time. Don't put so much pressure on him. He's a young lad, but he's our young lad. He's our player. He's a player that we know every team in the Premier League and in the world, in fact, wanted. We've got him. So they're obviously going to be talking shit when he doesn't perform. but he will perform. I believe he will perform. Thomas Sealis or Thomas Clist. And Falsu Mensah needs to play next week, midweek, against Northampton. I hope so. I'm in Northampton twice next week, Wednesday and Friday. Wednesday for the United game, Friday for boxing. If anyone likes boxing at home, my friend Razat Hamza, who I'm going to be doing an interview with on Adam McKola TV, he's boxing in Corby in Northampton, a professional boxing bout, obviously. It's his 5th or 6th fight. He's undefeated. He's a talented boxer, and he'll be going down in Northampton. Whoop, whoop, it's the police. But yeah, so if you live local to that area, or if you like boxing and you want to travel, get in touch. Tickets are available. He's on Twitter as well. J. Sean Elaine says, I hate fake fans that criticise young players too quickly. Me too. You need to give them some time. League Cup or FA Cup, Danush says, Northampton is in the League Cup. The FA Cup doesn't get underway until January. Whoop whoop, it's the sound of the police. Mr. Sealis thinks it's going to be 1, Man City 2, Manchester United 3rd, Liverpool 4th, Chelsea 5th, Arsenal 6th, Tottenham. So we don't think United will win the league this season. Guys, what's your predictions for tomorrow's game? I'm going for a 2-1 to Manchester United. It's crucial that we bounce back. In fact, I'm going for a 1-0 Manchester United. A typical Jose Mourinho away on the road victory. 1-0 United. Zlatan Ibrahimovic scoring. That's what I think it will be. Tomorrow, I'm going to be at Vicarage Road. I've got to get down there early now because I'm doing some stuff with Mr. Jake Humphries of BT Sport. I find it incredible, that one day I'm on Full-Time Devils with 300,000 subscribers and everything runs smoothly as fuck. And the next days I'm talking to BT Sport guys like Jake Humphries. And then on Friday nights I'm struggling to get a live stream going at home. That's the way the world works, eh? Anyway, Red United says 1-0 would be good. Don Vito thinks it's going to be 5-0. Zlatan double 2-0 says Tom. 1-0 I think says KJ Goddam. Manchester United 81 says 2-0 our defence and is solid. Thomas Clist 3-0 win. Pogba score. Hoping Pogba will score. 3-1 United Pogba Ibra. 2-1 says Run. Hayder says 1-0 Watford. I seen someone saying something about why are you asking Adam what religion it is. I like that someone said that. It doesn't really matter. I'm not a religious person. I'm probably going to hell. But who cares? As long as you got a clean heart. As long as you love everyone. As long as you don't be a bastard. Then it's all good in the hood. I don't care what religion or race you are. It's all good. Just don't be a cunt, innit? Dan Halliday says, when will you be on BT? I don't know if it's going out on TV. I'm not sure. Last week I was in their Premier League Tonight show, I think it's called. I'll be in their show of that tomorrow as well with a short clip. So that'll be on TV. But I think the interview with Jake might just be for social media. I'm not sure. Sol Matthews says, do you live in the hood? I do live in the hood, unfortunately. But you know what? I absolutely love it. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Elias James says, what's your Snapchat? Adam McKola. My Instagram's Adam McKola. Facebook, I've got a Facebook page. You can like that. That's Adam McKola. Twitter, at Adam McKola. Subscribe on YouTube as well. And it's all good in the hood. Callum Piper says nothing beats a C word live on air. Forgot about that. There's no one here to censor me today. Woo! Time to get my channel shut down. Red United says boxing McKola versus House. And now I can run quicker than him because you've seen the size of him. But in a ring, he probably definitely eat me. He's been in the army and stuff. I ain't on it. Dab is dead. Dab is dead. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to dab. It's not happening. Silva, top 5 in the league. In my opinion, yes. I like David Silva. He's a fantastic player and I would agree with that. We can swear on Full-Time Devils. There's nothing stopping us swearing. I think they just don't like us. They don't want people that are just going to swear for the sake of it. You know, like fake shit. Like coming out after we lose and pretending to be angry. Like, if it's natural and it's, oh, fucking hell, what's this about? Fair enough, but if someone's just swearing and effing and blinding and effing and jeffing for no reason, there's no point. Who for top assists? Assists is a funny one. Like, someone always... It could be someone like Mark Albrighton or something. You never know. It's usually like, which striker's on form? Aguero. Who's playing? Kevin De Bruyne could do it. You know, one of them ones. Why is everyone proper confident with United getting top 4? Says Acorn90. Jay Sean says Adams verified on Twitter. Damn. They give verification out to anyone these days, guys. Hader says, I swear AFTV staged some of their interviews. I don't think they do, to be honest. I think that's unfair to say. I don't think they stage their interviews at all. I think what happens is, because it's a big platform, you may get some people that use it to, or they go on there thinking, oh yes, this will go viral if I act like this. So they don't stage them, but I think some people that go on with the intention, not just Arsenal Fan TV, it's happened before on Full Time Devils, it happened on any other fan channel. People go on with the intention of going viral and they say things that they probably don't mean, which then makes it seem fake. But their fan cams aren't staged. They don't pay people to go on their fan cams. They don't use actors and stuff like that. So I think that's unfair to say, to be honest. Sol Matthews, I will never change. I will never change. I'm not going to steal Spencer's slogan, but I will never change. I'm always going to be a right arsehole. It's not changing. Gotta like it or lump it. Adam, why do you love United, or do you have a story why, says Andrew Reeve. I think this is the point where it's kind of turned into a Q&A. Now I'll be here for another 10 minutes, so thank you for joining us. Why do I follow Manchester United? Well, strange one. My mum's uncle, my mum's brother, Christopher, and my father, my dad, started taking to me games when I was a young lad, so 3-4 years old. Now, when people say to you, when did you start supporting United? I don't know. I can't remember a point in time when I said, I'm going to support Manchester United. Because it wasn't a decision I consciously made. It was how I was brought up. So, following Manchester United was something I just do. Something I did. It's something that's in me and something that's been given to me from my family, whether I liked it or not really. Fortunately, it was Manchester United. I love them to bits. But the early stages of coming through, watching the game, my first game was against Sheffield Wednesday when I was like 5 or 6, something like that. I remember going to that 2-0 win at Old Trafford, and I was just addicted, hooked on. My dad was going to games, my uncle was going to games. I used to get taken every now and then it grew from there. My dad's financially paid for me to go to games up until I was about 16, 17. And then when I could pay for myself, got my own tickets, got my own season ticket, and it's just grown on from there. My dad's doesn't go as much because the Glazers and kind of the money in the game, he doesn't really like spending so much money to go and watch football. He feels it's bang out of order. But me, I'm just hooked. I'm there. And I love it to bits, and I'm glad that I can do something as well, like Full Time Devils, and like occasionally doing things like discussing football with others. I'm glad that I can do that, and it's just, I don't know how it ended up here. It was just crazy, really. But yeah, ended up here. So supported United all my life, and I don't know when it started. Is the honest answer to that question. Ricky Lid says, how long have you had your season ticket? I've had my season ticket since 12-13, and I used a One United membership before then, and I used to have the league match book where you kind of fill it in and you send it off and you get your tickets back through the post. It was like applying for tickets every single game. My dad used to go every single game. I was in the supporters club as well. The local supporters club, they helped me get tickets too and travel. So that's how I do it. I don't do Full Time Devils full time, no. I do help them out with stuff off camera as well, and I do stuff for them on camera, but it's not my full-time job. I want to do more things. I want to get out in the world. I want to do other videos. I want to try things out that I haven't done before. I'm not from Manchester. Red United, isn't that obvious? Do you watch any other fan channels? Says Sol Matthews. Now, I'm not gonna lie. when Arsenal lose, I venture onto Arsenal Fan TV. But apart from that, I watch videos that pop up. The Football Republic Copper 90. They're not really fan channels. Well, the Football Republic's a fan channel, but it's about all of football, not just one club. I love Copper 90 stuff. I love Football Republic stuff. I love Cheeky Sports stuff. So I watch them. But fan channels, I only really watch Full Time Devils content that I'm not in. If I'm in it, I don't really watch it because I've kind of filmed it. But yeah, so stuff that I'm not in, I'll watch. Some of their videos aren't my cup of tea. Some are. That's the beauty of Full Time Devils. They make content for everybody. Akon, you're a legend too, man. Thank you. I am gonna start making some FIFA content, so don't worry about that. Cheers, Ron. Thank you for the best wishes, mate. Rahul says, can we join FTD? The way I got involved with Full Time Devils was I was sat at home one day, saw something on Facebook asking for United fans to get involved. I got in touch and it grew from there. Because I was at the matches every single week, then I said, you know, let's do fan cams, and then it grew from there. So yeah, that's how it happened. Can you join FTD? Well, I can't make you any promises, but you can get involved. There's always ways for you to get involved with Full Time Devils. I don't have beef with anybody. Don't have beef with anybody. On YouTube, people that I haven't met. Really? Beef? Really? I'm an adult. Someone talks shit. You tell them not to talk shit. I have a tendency to call people cunts sometimes, which happens. But that's when they talk shit. I don't have beef with anyone. It's silly, isn't it? Beef on a YouTube channel. Really? Really? It's not that serious, man. I will be at the Leicester game. Yeah, Mason. So if you're about, come and say hello. Oreos or Jaffa cakes? Oreos. I'm not Pakistani. Die supporting United, Andrew. Which current United players are going to talk to the top 5 players in the league? Says EM is gaming, Zlatan and Pogba. Ron says, I saw a video on YouTube on you about you, Adam. It was filmed by some Arsenal fan. Tell you about that video. I discovered that video about 6 months after it was posted up, so I didn't see it at the time. And I remember checking it out thinking, what the fuck's this? And then I checked it out, and then I remembered when it happened, and I was chatting to Arsenal fans over here. And there's a bloke standing behind me. A few yards away with his phone recording like this. And he's recording me chatting to Arsenal fans over there. But he's talking into his phone like, oh, Adam, you're a prick. So then that comes across in the recording. But he's not actually saying it to me because I'm not talking to him. So that guy is a bit of a weirdo. Friends with Chris Henage. Yeah, Chris is cool. I've worked with him on TFR before. His sound. My favourite Man United kit. I love the 08 one with the red stripe down the back. I love the colours one with the lace. 93, 94. Skepta or Giggs, Jay Sean? Nah. They're completely. I think Skepta and Giggs should be like. Skepta is grime, and Giggs is UK rap. Like, they set the levels. So, well, Skepta, Kano, Wiley, Dizzy, they set the levels, and I think Skepta's and I think Giggs is the equivalent of those guys for UK rap. They're not. Giggs ain't grime, so I ain't gonna compare the two. Ex-player you would want to come back, says King Ross. David Beckham. Favourite United player of all time? Eric the King. North Stand for fan cams? No, it's opposite Hotel Football. So find Hotel Football and you'll find us after the game. So, I've been on it from peep. I've been listening to that stuff since school. I remember listening to Skepta, and we got a shop in Birmingham called Hatman, and I used to go buy his mixtapes from there. Boy Better Know t-shirts from there when they first dropped. JME Serious from there when that first dropped. I've been listening to grime since Meridian Signedwiner days, Kano, Nasty Crew, Roll Deep, all of that. That's me. Are all Filthy Fellas friends, or do some of them really hate each other? Well, I always love going down to Filthy Fellas. Like, I would go there. Like, whenever I go there, I always tell them on the day, yo, I'm coming down Filthy. And I'll be there and I'll just chill. Like, sometimes I could go to Filthy and not record for them. Like, I go there because I love every single one of them. They're so cool. And obviously, banter's a big part of it. I hate the word banter, but ripping each other's a big part of it. And I think my school was like that. And I think their schools and their areas and all that is like that. So I think when you get in that environment, it's friendly. And I think because you're so friendly with someone, you can call them a prick, or you can cuss their eyebrows, or you can cuss Mitch's beard, or you can cuss my eyebrows, or you can cuss me, or you can cuss Poet's braids, or what Leon for being short. And I think because they're so friendly with each other, they can do that. But whether some of them actually hate each other, I don't know. It may just be you know what? I wouldn't be surprised actually if some of them did actually hate each other, but it's mainly all love. Yusuf, my religion is MUFC. Okay. Best game you've attended at OT? The Derby 4-3. Roma 7-1. The time Ronaldo scored a hat-trick against us. Barcelona, Scholes 1-0. So many. My first ever game, Sheffield Wednesday, 2-0. Oh man, so many memories. So many memories. Yeah, I'll be making some Football Manager content this year too, so don't worry about that. Out of the FTD lads, who's got the best banter? I love Gaz, because Gaz is like your younger brother. Like, you'll actually cuss him, and eventually he'll get fed up and tell you to fuck off because you're a fucking cunt, and he would not have replied to you once when you've been cussing him for the last hour. So what tends to happen with him is, like, me and Steve will take turns chipping at him, and then he'll just explode on one of us, like when he threw that drink in my face on one of the live streams. So he does that, but at the same time, like, sometimes Steve and Gaz gang up on me, and I just know how to take it. Gaz can't take it, that's his problem. Who's got the best banter though? Sam Homewood. Sam, you know why I say Sam? Because Sam has a way with words. That's why he's a professional presenter. That's why he's better than me at what he does. He has a way with words. Now, Sam, yeah, he can cut you down with a sentence like that, and it can make it seem so easy. He's a great guy. Playing the next Wembley Cup, please. It's not up to me. You probably need like 1 million subscribers to get an invite, or make FIFA YouTube videos or something like that. So it's not for me. Maybe TFR FC can play in a stadium one day and you guys can come. Maybe that could happen, but I can't foresee that happening. Like, what Spence does, yeah, he's absolutely, from FIFA player to all that, like, he kills it. He's incredible what he's done. That is absolutely amazing what he's done. To get YouTube to that level, sick. But I think people have their clicks in it. I can't just expect to be brought in. No one gives you a bringing in life. You have to hustle for yourself. You have to work for yourself. So, yeah, that won't happen. But maybe TFIFC can do something like that soon. Would you like to walk out of the tunnel holding Zlatan's hands? I have to say a brunette because that's what Mrs. is, isn't it? It's a snaky sniper. Sam comes to some home games. He doesn't come to all home games. Do you want to be a YouTuber or presenter? It's weird because I make all my content goes on YouTube, but I don't consider myself a YouTuber. But I'm going to try and do more YouTuber things, so maybe. I'd love Griezmann at United. Best young player in the world, Paul Pogba. Is he still young? Marcus Rashford. Martial. Most biased fan on YouTube out of the guys from TFR, FTD, etc. Me! Well, someone's going to say it, isn't it? Me? So I'm going to say it's me. I'm your second favourite YouTuber after Howson, cheater. Second to Howson. I'm going to block you in a minute. How did it feel to hug Juan, says Yasser. It felt amazing. Dara, I don't think it's that hard to get a season ticket, you know. I think it's quite easily, so. Guys, I'm going to start shooting in a minute because at 10:30 I'm going to watch a film. And it's 9:30 now. And this has only gone over because of the issues that we had earlier. I do apologise about that. But now I am going. I'm going to go now. What film I'm watching again? It's that one with that dude out of Breaking Bad that's supposed to be about... let me see. What's it called again? The Infiltrator. So that's what we're... Oh, Tom reminded me. The Fantasy League. Tom. Well done, mate. You deserve a cookie. You can tell that I don't care about Fantasy League anymore, don't you? Right. Boom! Here is the top of the league at the moment. Tom O'Donnell. That's why he kept reminding me, because he knows he's in third place. 268 points. Then, of course, Param's above him in second. We've still got LVG out there. LVG's gone now. He's gone. And then Abdul Kareem Osman at the top with 275 points. Well done, guys. And remember, we've got a gift for you at the end of the season as well, for whoever does win the league. So thank you for joining us. I'm going to get the league code now. While I get the league code for y'all, are y'all finished? Are y'all done? I ain't showing you my team. Fuck you lot. I think today I got like 6 points, man. It's a shambles. Oh, God. Right. What was I going to do again? Get the team code. That's what I'm doing. I'll put the league code in the comments for you. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. I can remove people from the league. That's nice, isn't it? Tom might get deleted. I'm just hating, mate. Don't worry about me. I ain't gonna delete you. I promise. Right, I've got the code now. The code is coming, y'all. Sorry about this, man. I'm sorting my shit out. So there's a code, guys, rather. So make sure you get involved if you haven't already. Guys, thank you for joining me in my first live stream. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Thank you as always. I know this has been a little bit of a shambles at the moment, but we'll get better eventually. We'll get better eventually. I've been Adam McKola. This has been Adam McKola TV. Make sure you hit that like button. Thank you for joining us today in the Q&A. Make sure you help us push on to that 25k subscriber mark, and then hopefully after that we're on for 50. But see you guys later.